Welcome back, everyone. In today's video, we're going to build a thin structure. It's going to sit right back here. And we're going to start by using a kit from Fosscale Models. And we're simply just going to make it thinner so that it fits the area that it's going in. All right, let's get started. Okay, again, the kit we're using is from Fosscale Models, and it is right here. Now we're going to turn this into a background building. So we're going to take the back, add a second story on it, and the back will just be opened on this. So here's the front wall. And this is the back wall. Now it goes down at a slant, so you can see the height difference. We may have to take, because of that slant, we may have to take some scribed siding and do a custom cut the side walls. We'll see. So it's going to go like that. And then for the depth, I think we're going to just going to make it that deep, right? The depth of that wall, which I think it's 1.5 inches. Let me see. Yeah. Yep. So this little wall right here, W2, is 1.5 inches. So we're going to cut everything so that the entire structure is 1.5 inches deep. Let's figure out our sidewalls. Okay, that's the sidewall there. Now we could cut those straight across. And then we would only have to come up with like a little piece there. I'm going to have to really think about this. Maybe, let's see. Thinking about cutting this. Okay, from the edge of the wall to the window is 1/2 inch. Okay, so let's just see if that's that pencil is not very exact, where this has a nice point. Get a exact measurement. Okay, so 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. Okay, so we are going to cut this. Okay, so that will get glued on top like that. Then this we'll put that like that. I was going to try to hold it. And that one goes there. So we need to come up with a side wall there and a side wall down here. Okay, we can use that for Okay, we're going to sorry, I'm thinking this through in my head. I don't think we're going to be able to use that wall. In this one, oh, and this has to be cut to 1.5 inches. Don't try to cut it all at once. I think, would that take me 4, 5 cuts? We're going to need a thin piece right in there, but possibly maybe there's a thin piece that we can get out of there. Yeah, yep, we'll just cut a strip out of that. Okay, that's that wall. And then, darn it, this is not, wait a minute, is this the 1.5 inches? Yes. Okay, so we need the sidewall here. And that's at an angle. Even if it was, say, 1.5 inches, which is right to that line. Well, maybe we can cut that straight. I'm going to save these 2 pieces. And I'm just scribbling on the back of them to let me know that we're not using them. But who knows? Maybe we'll find a use, because there is more parts. We have this part, and we have this. Now this is over here. Okay, wait a minute. How wide is this? It's about 1 3/4. So if I cut 1/8 off of both sides, then I only need a little piece. Wait a minute. Okay, so we've got that. And then that is a little structure on the side. You can see it's right there. Okay, that goes around the corner. So all we need is to fill this area right here on the side, just that thickness, which we can easily cut right here. Oh, we still have to cut 1/8 off of both sides. So we'll fill that in with that, and then we need another one over here that is that height, so we can get that too. So we don't need any extra wood to complete this kit the way we're going to build it. Now obviously, if you wanted to, if you had scribed siding, you could make a whole back side. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is make this 1.5 inches wide. So I'm just taking the side wall here. This one wasn't tall enough. I need to make a line that goes the full height of it. So you saw me there measuring multiple times. I just wanted to measure twice, cut once. So, you know, by cutting that, we're also going to have to change the pitch of the roof. But first, let's make these cuts. And I don't want stuff to get mixed up. Let's see, that goes there, there. Now you'll see, I'll show you quick, if you line up the bottom, you can see this is a little too tall. Okay, perfect. Hopefully I didn't go too fast. For those of you who actually want to build the same structure at home, I can go over it quick. So we cut this. That was a full length wall. We cut it. We came over 1.5 inches and cut that. This was from one of the big side walls. We just cut that out 1.5 inches, and then that height, so that our upper floor will be like this. That goes there. We'll need to cut a piece that is 1.5 inches long, and that is that tall right there, and we can cut that out of this piece. That wall was fine. This one we cut 1/8 off of each side, changed the peak of the roof. Actually, we don't need that. It's the back, but we'll probably just put it on there for added support. It'll just make it easier putting it together. Oh, and then we'll need 1.5 inches and just that tall. It's probably the same. We're going to need 2 pieces that are that tall, that are 1.5 inches long. Okay, that is it. Okay, just added all the nail holes with my pounce wheel. Now I'm gluing these 2 pieces together. Now we can start to lift some of the boards if we want. And I'm going to grab a brand new blade. I can't undo that. There you go. Okay, as you can see, everything is braced. Okay, I quick sprayed the walls with this. And it's okay that it's satin. Then I let it dry. Then I went over the walls with this blade. And you can see it's kind of rough compared to like this saw I use for cutting wood. Okay, so I scraped it, and then I just had it. Anyway, I took a wire brush, kind of went over it a little bit, went back and lifted those boards again, and did some scraping just with the edge of my blade over the edge of the boards. Then I stained it with raw umber. Now before you do the stain, make sure you take the walls and with a dry, clean brush, just make sure there's nothing on it. Clean them up good, then go ahead and stain them. Now, I don't do every structure like this, but I want my structures to look different. I don't want to use the same technique over and over. Okay, what's next? We need to paint doors, windows, and trim. Okay, for the doors, windows, and trim, I used this. And again, it's okay that it's satin. After it dried, I went over all those parts with raw umber. Now these are just sitting there. They're not glued in place. We have to put our acetate in and then we'll glue them in. All right, we're out of time for today, but join me tomorrow and we'll pick up right where we left off today. All right, thank you all so much for watching. Truly appreciate it. Until next time, stay motivated and happy modeling, everyone.